Okay, it's a Saturday in June and I didn't have any plans, which means auto repair. The 2011 Ram developed a noise in the front end, this side, that I really hope is just an inside brake pad on the way home. An educated guess says that's what it is. Pessimism says it's a wheel bearing. We're gonna find out. Pessimism wins. It's a wheel bearing and it failed right now on the way home. Check this out. You should not have that kind of play in a wheel. Nope, definitely should not. So we're gonna take this apart and see if we can fix it. Brake pads, at least the outer one looks fine. The inner one, best I can tell, does. We need to get this caliper off to get in here. There's a bolt right here. And there's another bolt. I don't know if you can see it right here. We're gonna take off and hang that caliper up out of the way. And then get after looking at this. Got that apart. We just pulled the rotor off. So I showed you the wrong bolt. It was this top one. I pointed at one in here. That's the bearing. You need this one. They're 221s, and then there's three right here, and right here on the back side of the bearing. That's what I pointed out earlier. They're an 18. We should be able to loosen those out and take the bearing right off. That's the goal. This is a rear-wheel drive truck, so there's no CV shaft or whatever you call it, just the bearing. I don't own a slide hammer, but I do own a hammer, and I'm hoping that'll take that off. There is a wheel speed sensor. The clip is right in behind there. Probably can't see it, but it's right there. It pokes through right here, so we're gonna pull that out so we can get at the clip. Right there. And we're gonna unclip that before we go pounding on anything. Pry that red clip up. It'll let you push this black one right below it in, and then that'll pop right out. So it's free. We're gonna let that just hang out up there out of the way for now. We're gonna free it up from right there, free it up from right here by pushing it through, and then it'll be good to go. Again, don't have a slide hammer, do have a hammer. I'm hoping a few good tickles will bring that off of there. I'll let you know. One of those weeks, got some pent up aggression, and I've been taking it out on the back side of this, and it's starting to give. She's gonna fall right out. There it is, out on the ground, and it is messed up badly. Yeah, which means, well, it means the other side probably is too. But one thing at a time. I live somewhere we use salt on the roads, which seems unintelligent, but this is kind of pitted, and you know, we're gonna have to do something about that, but that's not a today problem. We put this death machine here on. We even forewent the safety squints. I put on those glasses, and we knocked all the extra off. So the new wheel bearing will seat right in there, hopefully properly. This is the remnants of the dust shield that used to live there. We're not gonna put that back on for obvious reasons. This is the new hub assembly. Quiet, turns easy. This is the old one. So we're just gonna like yeet that over there somewhere and get after putting this one in. If you're not gonna be the next person in, don't worry about it, but I am always the next one in. This is just some never sees. It'll help it slide in and maybe not need quite as many swings with the hammer next time to get out. It'll also help it collect dirt. It's probably corrosive for aluminum. I don't know if you should use it here or not, but I'm going to. So that's that. Okay, I've got those three bolts in there, just ratchet tight. You can see them back in here. There's one right here, there's one right there, there's one right there. I'm gonna loop this around so it goes around. This thing's gonna push in right there. It's gonna go in here, and there's one that pushes in up there. Then you can look your torque specs up. I found anything from 120 to 134 online. Actually 140. I'm gonna go with 134 foot-pounds. Okay, that's routed the right way up through here, and this is just a hanger holding onto that. it'll move. It's all plugged in. Push the red thing I showed you earlier down. We're gonna torque these and then put the brakes back together. Best I can tell, they use the same hub for a four-wheel drive model. I don't know that for sure, but if you're doing that, then you know, need to free up an axle nut and move things, and I didn't have to do that because it's only rear-wheel drive. All torqued in. I went with 134 foot-pounds. You should look it up yourself. You don't know me. I'm just a guy on the internet. You can find them. Have a look. Cleaned that up on the back side. Set it right back on. We're going to put the caliper back on here. Might need to compress these a little bit. Shouldn't have to. We'll see. Compress it. Some people would tell you should, but I didn't because it'll stay put. Brakes are back together. We're going to torque this bolt. And this bolt. Where'd it go? Right there. The internet says 130 foot-pounds. You should check that, but that's what I'm doing. Now back inside. It's all over. Back together. You can probably do it. I don't know. I don't know you. Finish those two bolts, put the wheel back on, torqued everything back to where it should be. If that helped you at all, hit the red button. My teenage kids tell me someday I'm big enough to buy a coffee. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've been waiting in line for the shower for a while, and it's my turn. Finally.